When it comes to romance in the Legend of Zelda series, people ship Link with various girls for different reasons. Some may ship him with Mipha in Breath of the Wild, while others may ship him with Zelda in Skyward Sword or Spirit Tracks. For me, my favorite incarnation of ZeLink is Ocarina of Time, but there's another possible love interest as well, and it's the ranch girl, Malon, from Lon Lon Ranch. Because of Twilight Princess, fan theories have spread all over the internet, speculating on how to naturally connect Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask to it. Some fans still question if Link went with Malon, and while some people believe so, they are well aware it's headcanon. At the same time, it doesn't have to be that way, and I admit part of why I'm making this is because I ship Link with Zelda, but I'm not here to change your mind if you ship MaLink. I'm just here to explain why Ocarina of Time Link can go with Zelda, and the overall story of Twilight Princess can still work, by making some debates on some of the biggest reasons why some people ship MaLink. I have my reasons to ship Link with whoever I want to, just as much as you do. First, we'll start with Link's connection to the royal family in Twilight Princess. While I have yet to play that game, I've researched some of the reasons why Ocarina of Time ZeLink as a romantic pairing doesn't make sense to some. There's this belief that if Twilight Link was a descendant of Ocarina Zelda, that would make him royal and or related to the existing Zelda in Twilight Princess. But it's not necessarily true. Just because your ancestor was an ancient king or queen at one point doesn't mean you're related to the current royalty. So how can Twilight Link be a descendant of Ocarina Zelda without being connected to the royal family? I would say that after she retired, she got a new king or queen to carry the throne, who would be Twilight Zelda's ancestor, setting up the events for the war, and then for Twilight Princess. Also, if I understand the reincarnation curse from Skyward Sword correctly, whoever is named Link or Zelda, whether or not the current one would be related to the previous one, I mean there's Wind Waker Link and Link to the Past Link, who aren't related to Ocarina Link, so they aren't strangers to a concept like that, are the chosen heroes of Hyrule. It could be possible that Twilight Link may have a type of royal blood, but it would be different from Twilight Zelda's royalty. And I don't think anyone would know that because Twilight Princess occurs a century after Majora's Mask. Second, Link's knowledge of Epona's song. In Twilight Princess, it's mentioned Link knows the tune of Epona's song, and the player earns the horse at the start of the game. It was composed by Malon's mother, and she ultimately taught it to the hero of time. Because of this, some people believe it makes sense for that. However, because of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the Rito Cass and Link, the one from those two, also know how to play Epona's song. Which goes to show that they take place after Ocarina of Time as well. See, what I'm saying is, Epona's song could have become public domain. As Ocarina, Link, and Malon marry individually, they could have taught the tune to other people and use it for different reasons. So over generations, Twilight Link, Wild Link, and Cass could have learned it from just about anyone. On top of that, Epona's song isn't the only one to return from Ocarina of Time to Twilight Princess. The other three are Zelda's Lullaby, Prelude of Light. And Requiem of Spirits. Now for some behind-the-scenes stuff that I know about so far. In the manga adaptation, it's made clear that Link and Zelda are romantically interested in each other, and Malon, at one point, thought Link was the knight she dreamt of getting rescued by, but she can tell he loves Zelda. Now, I know the manga isn't necessarily canon, not to mention some people may choose not to associate it with the game, and one could argue that it probably went this way because the writers were ZeLink shippers. But so is Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Zelda. In a 1997 interview with Famimaga64, when asked if Link had a girlfriend, he said, "If it was Princess Zelda, it would be great. However, this time, Navi the fairy is jealous of Zelda, so within the story, Navi feels something for Link." It's pretty much implied that Link and Zelda do have feelings for each other in the game. Just because we don't get an exact scene of Navi expressing any jealousy in the game, doesn't necessarily mean it's not there. And while Miyamoto didn't straight up confirm ZeLink is canon, it did sound like he's interested in it. Between that and Nintendo being strict with their characters, it could be possible that if Akira Himakawa wanted to make MaLink more romantic in the manga, maybe Miyamoto could have stopped them. Because of all that, and Miyamoto not mentioning MaLink in any interview so far, whatever MaLink shippers took in Twilight Princess as may not have been exactly what the creators have intended. While Link's love life may not be exactly relevant to any of the stories, if the creators say it would be cool if Zelda was Link's girlfriend, then it's pretty clear they're interested in ZeLink. As for my opinion on MaLink, it's not just the manga and what the creators say, but also Link and Malon don't interact much. Another problem with the idea of Malon's feelings for Link being real and strong is that she didn't remember him after 7 years. Meanwhile, on Link's side, Ruto and Impa make it clear that throughout the game, he is very worried about Zelda. Eiji Aonuma said that she was even the first person Link thought about when he woke up, which goes to show how important she is to him. In Twilight Princess, we don't know anything about Link's ancestors or his parents, as many generations have passed. All we know is that the hero Shade, who clearly is Ocarina of Time Link, is definitely his ancestor. Because of all this, Ocarina of Time ZeLink is still a possibility. Granted, it could also be possible for a descendant of Ocarina Link and Zelda to marry a descendant of Malon, and those exact same kind of results that MaLink shippers see can still apply, with Ocarina ZeLink still being possible. But hey, like I said, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to explain why I personally ship Ocarina of Time ZeLink, and it can be possible for it to happen after Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess can still work. Hopefully, I also give you something to think about. Thanks for watching.